thanks for watching another video. If you just watched my last one, that was oil change on the M1100. This time we are going to swap out our clutch fluid. If you watched my way of road video, you can hear me during that day. You could hear a few times where I just was not happy with the way my clutch was performing. So first thing I'm doing is I'm taking out the cap and the diaphragm and the little cover that's between the cap and the diaphragm. And I wrapped everything up top here with a decent towel. That way none of that brake fluid's going to get on my paint or anything that I value. So now we're going to come over to our slave cylinder and we're going to pop this little cover off. If you don't have one of these rubber covers, you need to get one. It's very important that you do get one to protect that. And I'm putting an 8mm combination wrench on that bleeder. So, and then this is my Mighty Vac. If you've seen any of my videos where I'm doing brakes or clutch, I always use a Mighty Vac. This Mighty Vac can be bought at Harbor Freight. It's on the aisle with the Harbor Freight vacuum pump. I don't want to say anything bad about the Harbor Freight vacuum pump in case they're listening, and I don't want them angry at me. Maybe they'll be a sponsor someday or something. But I do prefer the Mighty Vac vacuum pump much more than I do the Harbor Freight. So the reason I'm doing my clutch today is when I'm out riding, sometimes my upshifts or my downshifts, when I pull a clutch in, it doesn't feel like the clutch is doing anything. It doesn't feel like the slave's doing anything. So what we do is we just come in here and we bleed out our fluid. And right now I'm getting nothing, which is just craziness, just crazy. So without knocking everything on the floor, oh yeah, I have nothing on I got nothing on the lever right now. So that tells me that more than likely my problem is going to be at the master. Yep. Yeah, so I'm not getting anything through the master right now. So I'm going to take my cover and stuff and put it out of the way. And I'm going to get an 11mm. If you want, I will drop the bike down so you can see what it looks like from the lever when I do it. Maybe. My tripod doesn't go up much higher than that. So I'm going to pull this away. So, can y'all see that? They should make those harder. Get off. Alright. So 11mm. All I did was crack it free a little bit just to make it easier so I'm not fighting with it once I put this on. And I'm going to pump it up. So I'm at about 15 psi right now. I got nothing out of that one. Tell you what, I'm not pulling anything. And I have no clutch whatsoever. Here we go. Alright, I have clutch again. I don't have impressive clutch, but I have clutch. I have barely moved any fluid. So we got something going on here that just not... I got good clutch though, but that reservoir hasn't moved in anywhere. I was hoping to put all new fluid in it. See what happens when we pull it out from the bottom. There's 15. Nothing. Oops. I have yet to pull any kind of impressive amount of fluid out of this thing. There's some fluid starting to flow. Alright, fluid is now flowing well. if you take a look up there at the reservoir, that thing is low now. All right, that is empty. And I'm going to put top 4 back in it. Yes, I did fill it past the max line. Because I'm going to pull it back down to low. So we just hit max. And there's low. Okay. So I'm going to take off my 8mm. I'll make sure this thing's good and tight. That's your torque spec. That's your German torque spec is good and tight. I'm going to put our cap back on. Make sure you always replace that cap. Now we're going to come up here. We're going to take this back up to high. Okay. And I'm going to assume I have great clutch right now. Oh yeah, that clutch is amazing. But I'm going to bleed this master one more time. It'd be a lot more impressive if it was moving, if you could actually see the fluid moving. Yeah, that clutch is tight now. And I am absolutely at the maximum. I don't really like having the maximum amount of fluid in there. Because it can expand and make your clutch engage. And I'm going to take a little bit out. I'm going to take a little bit out because it's hot right now. In the mountains of North Carolina, it is hot. So I'm going to take out just there we go. Yeah, that looks good right there. So we put our little cap on that. This little thing, that's where your moisture will seep in. Just one thing that brake fluid .4, .3 loves to attract moisture. But man, that clutch is tight. That clutch is very tight. I don't know if you can see me. I'm working to pull that clutch. So we shouldn't have any issues on the next ride out. So that's 18,000 miles. I replaced the clutch fluid. Anytime that you're having like clutch issues, shifting issues, bleed your clutch first. If bleeding the clutch doesn't work, take this slave off and take a Q-tip, some WD-40 inside the slave cylinder and clean all that out. Make sure your O-rings are clean. Make sure that shaft is clean, and then put it all back together. I have a video showing you how to clean that up. If you just search my my library, you'll find it. But that's how easy it is to bleed the clutch. And this thing should be ready to go now. It should be ready to shift again for another few months. But you know how Ducati clutches are. Ducati master clutch cylinders, whatever you want to call it. All right, talk to y'all later. Hit that thumbs up button, please.